All right, folks, we're live. We just had the first band of Hurricane Laura come across Lake Charles, and it was intense. And it came and it's gone. So I'm out here driving around town and wanted to just kind of see what the preparations look like. The only people I'm really seeing on the road are a whole lot of cops. I'm going to turn the camera around if I can here. I'm seeing a whole lot of cops and not much else. People who are going to leave have already left. There are not very many people who are staying, and that's probably because this area that I'm driving through right now is expected to have as much as 20 feet of water. Do you get that? They're saying storm surge could be as high as 20 feet right here where I'm driving. That would be over the tops of the buildings all around here. And I'm staying down here, but I'm fortunately in this big green building over here, right there. That it's a 22-story building in downtown Lake Charles that I'll be holed up in right there, that big green one right there. And so I've got a really good vantage point to watch the storm roll in, and I'm headed back there now. It looks, whoa, there's a guy doing donuts in the road here. He's having a little too much fun. There are a couple of storm chasers. One just passed me. One storm chaser just passed me. Actually, I'm going to go straight down into this park here so you can see the lakeshore. This is where I was this morning. And this building over here on the right that's the building I'm going to be up in later. That guy's going crazy. That guy in that blue truck is nuts, man. I'm going to pull down here on the waterfront. This will not be a good place to be before too long. There's I don't know how fast the storm surge will come in. It's not like a tidal wave. If you've never seen it, the only time I've really seen it is at night, and I wasn't actually down there where it happened, but it rises up fairly quickly, but not so fast that you wouldn't be able to get away from it. There are a couple of journalists down here, and I don't know, maybe just some rubberneckers or whatever. But they're down this way is where all the journalists are, and then the Weather Channel people are kind of over across that way, across the let's see if I can focus my camera. My camera's having a hard time with the rain on the windshield. So there's some journalists down here. Looks like they're still reporting. Storm Chaser 2. There's Storm Chaser 2. And over here there's a lady that's from a local station in Alabama. She's been working hard down here doing live shots ever since about 5:30 this morning. There was a guy trying to fly his drone down here a minute ago, but I hope he got it back down before that rainstorm came in, or he won't have a drone anymore. That thing will be toast. I was thinking about flying my drone, but probably not worth it at this point. So the water has not started to come up here, although there is some storm surge further south. So it's headed this way. It's going to happen. And so for the time being, I'm just kind of enjoying my freedom for the last few minutes that I can, because once that water starts coming up, I'm going to be confined to that building back there for some time. driving down along the waterfront here is there's some very nice houses, just beautiful houses. And I don't know if they've had water in them before, but the one thing that I do notice, I'll turn the camera this way, is these just enormous trees that are, in their front yards and things like that. With winds of 145 miles an hour, there's a really good chance that there won't be a whole lot left of these trees once the storm is passed. And that would be obviously these trees have been here for many years, so they've survived other hurricanes. But I'm going to drive back down here after the storm recedes a little bit, and we'll drive back through here and see how these things fared. Also, look over here at all of the houses that are out here on the beach. Lake houses, whatever, boat houses, many of them. So there's not much in them, but that big one right there, that's a house. I don't know if anybody lives there full time, but that house is going to be underwater. All these houses are going to be underwater once the storm surge hits. A lot of these, I wonder if they're connected to the houses over on the other side, because these are obviously multi-million-dollar houses. Many of them over here. No tide right now, and that's kind of part of the problem here, is that the bulk of the storm, the worst part of the storm, is supposed to hit this area at high tide, and it's actually one of the highest high tides that they're going to get this year, right when the bulk of the storm hits. So that just multiplies the effect of the storm surge, and it's going to be ugly. Imagine what that house is going to look like in by midnight tonight. It's going to be underwater. Here's a dude out running, hardcore, man. Get it? That's commitment right there. Got to be committed. Go out and run in a hurricane. Man, there's some beautiful houses down here. Amazing. I rented the biggest SUV that I could. Obviously, because if I have to drive through standing water or whatever, I want to have as much height as possible. Unfortunately, the best, or the only SUV they had to offer was a Lexus, some kind of Lexus Q something. It's a very expensive vehicle. So I got full insurance. Wow. And there's an incredible bed and breakfast over here. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can show you some of these houses a little better. Let's see if I can get my camera out. Look at these beautiful lakefront houses. And a lot of these houses, that one's got plexiglass over all the windows. That's smart. Lightweight, better than plywood, doesn't get waterlogged. But with a 20-foot storm surge, we're only about, I'm about 10 feet above Lake Charles here. So all these beautiful houses are likely going to be up to the top of the first story there, flooded by midnight tonight. I hope not. And definitely pray for the people around here, because it's going to be ugly for sure. Beautiful, beautiful place here. Incredible houses. This road is ending. I'm going to have to turn around. All right, so I'll keep trying to update you every chance I get. This is Chuck Holton. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. How do you stop this thing?